Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I do appreciate you tuning in, and if you like my content, please subscribe. Today, let's review Lacuna. Lacuna is a sci-fi point-and-click adventure game that draws inspiration from a movie like Blade Runner or Escape from New York, and these old movies, these detective movies, these noir movies. And it sports some really cool pixel art. Look at all the little details and animations that are going on in each screen. It's just fantastic. Some might find these graphics crude or simple, but to me, the graphics sort of invoke that nostalgic feeling of playing these old adventure games from way back when in the late 80s and early 90s of the last century. This game, Lacuna, especially reminded me of these old Shera adventure games, especially the Police Quest games, because it sort of shares that detective story going on in a sci-fi setting, which is really nice. And Lacuna has a very interesting story, very noir, where you play this detective character who is nicely established, but is a bit of a cliche guy, you know, he's smoking cigarettes and all that. And he has to solve the murder of a high-placed official, but the whole thing sort of spirals into a full-blown conspiracy. The writing is excellent in this game, and the dialogue is great too. It's just a bit unfortunate that there's no or very little voice acting except for the narrator, the main character. But I guess, you know, there are limitations of what you can expect from a smaller indie title. But the whole thing is underlined with some really good music, piano music, lounge music, synthesized music, and that really helps set the mood in this game. Now, gameplay consists of getting all these clues together, finding clues from talking to characters, making some choices in the dialogue, interacting with certain objects in the environments as well. Now, the main criticism of these older pixelated adventure games is that there was a lot of pixel hunting for items that are very small and you can hardly see them. But in this game, that is remedied by one click on the spacebar. You get into what's sort of called an investigative mode, a spyglass, so to speak, over the environments, and the things that are important are highlighted, or things that you can interact with. So that's a great way of dealing with the small attributes that are around in a pixelated environment. So it's really nice. And the great thing about this, in terms of the gameplay, is that you need to deduct the information. You know, you get all this information and you need to consider all your options and come to a certain conclusion. And that conclusion could be right or wrong, but it will forward the story. So there are some choices to be made, and I don't think that they have massive consequences, I guess. But again, then I should replay the game to see, but the story will go on. And, you know, to summarize it, I really liked this game. It's, for me, one of the highlights of 2020, for 2021, I mean, and it is wholeheartedly recommended. It's a very cool game with a cool story, and you can tell that the developers obviously put a lot of heart into this game, and you'll get some 4 to 6 hours of investigating fun out of this. So again, highly recommended, and it's probably one of those games that is going to fly below a lot of people's radars, but don't let that happen to you. Pick this one up, play it, and you'll probably enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.